What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with an update for everybody. Guys, again, some unfortunate news that came out this morning, especially with this market pullback. I know a lot of people on my Discord, a lot of people that I know personally, friends, that are invested in Virgin Galactic. Guys, this is a company that went public via SPAC, and again, one of the IPO SPACs that Chamath created, again, as being one of the owners of the SPACs. But regardless, today we found out that Chamath sold the remaining $213 million stake that he had in the company. That's actually pretty disappointing. And to give people perspective of what that really means, it's, as if, I know he's not the CEO of Virgin Galactic, he's just one of the chairmen, but regardless, it's like as if the same feeling as if Elon would sell his Tesla stake or Tesla shares. Now, I truly do understand that a lot of people are going to be disappointed in this, and personally I am too. I'm not happy by any means. But remember, guys, making these videos, I don't do it for financial advice, but when a chairman, someone who believes in the company and states that he thinks that it's going to be something very bright, that has a very bright future incoming, when he sells a stake, that only hurts the stock. Look at the price action. It's at 26.66, and again, looks at, compared to the rest of the market, this one is definitely bleeding the most, because a lot of people follow Chamath, being that he's a Virgin Galactic, not Virgin Galactic, but he's a venture capitalist. He's a guru. People have been looking up to him because, again, he's been on the side of the real, I can't even think of the word because how flustered I am. But regardless, those of us who are investors, the little guys, if you will, right? The retail investors, there's the word I was looking for. So again, when I saw this, Chamath, the chairman of Virgin Galactic, who took the company public through the SPAC deal back in 2019, sold his remaining personal stake this week. The sale was worth about $213 million. Chamath now owns about 15.8 million shares indirectly through social capital. So that's his IPO. That's the special purpose acquisition, and social capital had Sophia Holdings. That's just their venture capital firm, if you will. So that's the SPAC that Chamath formed with fellow investor Ian Osborne. So when I read through the article, again, it's nothing that doesn't sit well with me, and I know it doesn't sit well with a lot of people. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the company is going down, that the company is going to do poorly in the long term. But again, this is something that is disappointing. So it looks like Chamath sold about 6.2 million shares on Tuesday and Wednesday, worth about 213 million at an average selling price. So again, when we see insider trading, what we know for companies is that, typically speaking, when there's insider trading, when people are buying, the insiders are buying stocks, that's usually a positive sign. When we see things like a chairman selling, especially if it's Chamath, the fact that he has so much influence on the internet, that doesn't sit well with a lot of us. So guys, the reason I made this video is just, again, I want to keep everyone updated, because I know a lot of people, right? If you pull up Robinhood right now, if you go on Robinhood, the most widely used platform for day trading for retail investors, and you look at the portfolio holdings, the majority of people have a stake in Virgin Galactic. So again, we know right now that the overall space industry, right, the sector in space itself, it's something that is up and coming, it's growing, and people are projecting that it's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So for right now, again, being that it's such a small, it's not small necessarily, but again, it's something that is growing, there's a lot of room for potential in the near future and the long-term future. So again, just a quick update for everybody. I don't mean to bring negative news necessarily, but I want to keep you guys informed. I want to make sure you guys are aware of the good things that come about and the bads. And this here is not necessarily a good thing at all. So guys, I'm not happy with it. You can see that the price action, again, pulling back. Look at this. I was just looking at the 6 month. I know the overall market has been pulling back, but from almost a $60 peak, not even a month ago, now coming down 53%. And I don't think it's going to slow down. I think it might continue to pull back until it finds a bottom where there's some strong support. But you can see it all over the headlines, everything that you want to say, everything that you want to see, about Virgin Galactic is all over here. So everybody, continue to practice safe investing, right? Overall, we know that ARC X is a ETF that Cathie Wood is creating to ensure to help people put all, if you're looking to invest in the sector itself, you can put money into into companies via ETF that might actually, stronger companies that have potential in the long-term future. So Virgin Galactic is being, people were thinking that potentially might be added to this ETF that ARKX or ARK Invest is going to create. So we'll see what the product is of it, especially after the news that just came out that one of the chairman, and not the fact that he's a chairman. I don't think that's the big issue here. It's the fact that he's Chamath. Guys, the Chamath all over 2020, the fact that he came out with all these SPACs, all the CNBC, right? That's why I pulled up the CNBC article. We know he's someone that comes on there very often that talks about stocks. He talks about Bitcoin all the time. Open Door, the company that also he helped go public via SPAC merger. But then it makes you think, if I put money into Clover Health, if I put money into Open Door, which I did, I put some money in each of these thinking that they're going to do well long term, especially because I liked Chamath. I really liked the guy. But when someone sells their entire stake, again, that usually raises some type of red flags to me. So guys, I don't want to make this video any longer. Thank you all for tuning in and watching the videos. I try to give you guys updates as soon as I, hear about them. And yeah, I will be making more videos hopefully later today regarding some things with capital gains taxes and some information that I just found out. It's probably old news to some, but new news to others. So especially if you're So if you're someone who's looking to start day trading or someone that's doing this full time, there might be some potential ways to get around capital gains taxes legally. That's the most important part. 100% legally. So it is okay with the government. All right, guys. So I'll be back next time with another video. But until then, keep investing.